Today's episode, we'll be discussing the power of choice. And each day we are faced with so many choices. What to do, what to eat, what to wear. It's estimated that the average adult makes about 35,000 decisions each and every day. Each decision also, of course, carries certain consequences, whether it's good or bad. And so, being successful means that you make the choice to become 100% responsible for the choices you make, good or bad. And you have 100% control and responsibilities over the choices that you make. So if you don't like the outcomes you're producing, we have to look at changing the choices that we ultimately make. No matter what anyone does to us, it's still up to us to decide and to make the decision and make a choice of how we choose to respond. So we have the power to choose to forgive others. We have the power to choose to change our generation, to change our family tree, our community, those that are around us, based upon the decisions that we choose to make each and every day. We have the choice to wake up and to pray and to meditate and to focus and to prioritize those things that are most important to us. Or we have the choice to roll over and stay asleep. We have the choice to outwork others, or to simply only do what's fun, what's easy, and what's convenient. We have the choice to make the most out of each and every day, regardless of what comes our way, whether it's situations and circumstances that are ideal or not, or simply choose to just go through the motions each and every day. We have the choice to ultimately make a decision to change and improve our situation, or we have the choice to focus on our faults, our failures, what others did to us, and allow our past to control our present and our future. We have the choice to become healthier, to exercise, to eat better, or the choice to not cut back and to remain as is. We always have the choice to decide what we're going to ultimately do. So if we really want something, we have the power, based upon our choices, to make it happen by the decisions that we make. You have the choice to not allow that situation to control you. You have the power to not let others knock you off your balance, get you frustrated, get you out of your character. You can choose to walk away. You can choose to remove that person, that situation out of your life. You have the choice to decide. You can choose to see the positive instead of focusing in on the negative. You can choose to accept the things that you can't control and choose to focus on the things that you can control. You can choose to be happy as long as you've got breath in your body. You can choose to enjoy the process. You can choose to enjoy the journey of life, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, and choose to see the opportunity or find the opportunity in which we can grow from our setbacks, our failures, our heartaches, and disappointments. You have the choice to seek out the help that you need. You have the choice to eliminate the things that are distractions to you. You have the choice to change your habits. You have the choice to be set apart and to be different. You have the choice to discover your purpose and live out your purpose and maximize your potential. You decide. You have the choice to not allow your mistakes and your failures to define you. You have the choice to make the necessary sacrifices that need to be made in order to achieve the outcomes that you desire. You have the choice to start saving, to start investing, to change your financial situation. You have the choice to learn, the choice to read, the choice to create self-improvement. As John Maxwell famously put it, life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. And so when faced with decisions or circumstances, we usually choose to respond based upon these 6 different responses. 1, impulsiveness. And so this is the leveraging the first option you are given and being done with it. So we just choose to be impulsive or just to react based upon the situation, the circumstance. It's an impulsive choice, impulsive decision. 2 is compliance. And this is going with the most pleasing and popular option and or opinion as it pertains to the situation or to those that are impacted. 3 is delegating, which means basically pushing decisions off to others. We delegate certain choices that we should ultimately make to others. 4 is avoidance or deflection. So either ignoring as many decisions as possible in an effort to avoid responsibility, or just to simply prevent those decisions, those choices from overwhelming us. 5 is balancing. And what this means is weighing the factors involved and then using them to render the best decision in the moment. 6 is prioritizing and reflecting. And this means putting the most energy, thought, and effort into those decisions that will have the greatest impact. And maximizing the time in which you make those decisions by consulting with others and considering the context of the situation. And so we all employ a combination of these decision strategies in the midst of the situation. But our approach to decision making is the first critical choice that we have to make. A daily routine built on good habits by good choices is the difference that separates the most successful amongst us from anyone else. Successful people choose to spend their time in the most productive manner. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but how we choose to spend each and every day, each and every minute, each and every hour is what ultimately separates us from achieving our goals or not achieving our goals, maximizing our potential or living in mediocrity or below our potential and our purpose. Winning is a habit, and it's built upon making productive and effective choices, which over time leads to habits. And alternatively, losing is also a habit. It's built upon not making the most effective choices, and over time leads to consistently losing. So it's not the big things that add up in the end, it's the millions of little things. It's the small things that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. It's the small things that make the big differences. And so you have the incredible power to change your life by simply changing your choices that you make on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So it's up to us to make the choice to get started today. In closing, I challenge you to start tracking and reflecting on the choices and the habits that you make each and every day. Start observing. How do I react? How do I respond as well in the midst of situations? What do I decide to do? How do I decide to respond? And so if we can commit to just one thing beginning today to improve in our choices, our decision making, just that one thing, and you do that for 21 days, then you'll begin to ultimately master that particular area of improvement. But it starts by tracking our behaviors and the choices that we ultimately make on a daily basis. So in order to change your life, in order to see improvement, in order to change the outcomes that you are wanting, begin by changing your choices.